Today, we're going to summon Satan with this one. Let's wait a minute and let's go. Thank you. Let's begin.
In your eyes, she blinded me with science. Lady Babylon, bring you to the goddess. Chromatic, chronic, snake people. Something wicked this way comes. Comprachicos, bottle people form. Black Sabbath, red rum. Snake venom from her legs. Mary purple fingers wave. A wizard with a tree limb wand. Electro shine, bring the dawn. Global destruction, play on the yo-yo. I live in a dream on the way of Medua. Do you know the mysteries of magic? Walk across the skies. Athena in the boiling cauldron stirs darkness through dreams. Hail Satan, cracking whips to your ears from Medua's lips. Poisonous kiss, black arrows hit the mark. Dragon venom lay you down in the tall grass. It only took one drop. You might have drugs in your eyes. She blinded me with science. You might have drugs in your eyes. She blinded me with science. Sophia the snake, venom in the play. My blue lady of the lake, fly this way. Pulled by dragons, chanting, singing with the muse. In the blizzard of Oz, we can get a light cruiser from the cantina bar. Dawn bringers, root cutters, honk honk, diesel truckers, chickadillas from Amazia. All about it, onomatopoeia. Diesel honking, pills you on them. She eats them babies, donut assassin. Black goo, got some on you. Wicked craft, the arrows flew. Amazona, pharmakia. Purple drugs in the eyes, Jesus Christ. You might have drugs in your eyes. She blinded me with science. You might have drugs in your eyes. She blinded me with science. You might have drugs in your eyes. She blinded me with science.
Thank you guys for coming today for this quick summary of the latest of Ammon's stream just before we release the Exorcist debate, right? If you can call it a debate. It's gonna be like a dogfight, I think. Oh, and by the way, I received a message from someone who seems to be wanting a response. We're gonna try give them a response live, and I didn't wanna seem to be trying to deceive Christians with this, but to me it is a way to bring you the best content, and at the same time it's a way of bringing education, right? You might think it's misinformation, right? And many will report, many will be against this because of the beliefs, the religion, right? And religion gets in the way sometimes when you try and listen, right? And it gets in the way, right? Some of these videos, right? Look, you go against Jesus, look what you get, right? But I'm gonna show you. Don't worry. This guy says you're the only one believing, and you believe what he says, even though you're the only one. He's the only one saying this, right? He's not the only one saying this. I showed you many other videos Many people saying these times they use many drugs, right? Many different places. They have these rituals, right? Now you had other people confirming this, right? Coming and saying that there are people trying to shut these people up, making videos against them, and somehow they are being also replied to by other people saying that they're actually wrong in many things, right? Like Joe Rogan, right? Many things coming up that I don't know. I don't want to go with the trend, but you know what I mean. This is a bit too much, and someone's lying. Someone's lying. It's either the it's either the Christians with their faith, or we are lying with our satanic intentions, right? We are, of course, trying to lie and deceive, right? What are we making from this? Nothing. Nothing. I believe this is science, research, and if you don't want to listen to this, you might be blinded by your faith. And I'm sorry the Bible has misguided you. And there are many good things in the Bible, of course, right? Many lessons from the life of Christ, Jesus Christ, right? And you have the Old Testament, many lessons there as well. But we're going to learn many other new lessons as well. There is much more wisdom in the Bible than you thought. So we're going to learn more today. The Christ. What is the Christ? Right? This is the question I want to begin with. And we're going to begin with this quote from the Bible that you might be affected by. It's a disease that the Bible is predicting on you, right? Because you, at some point, you will be deceived by someone, right? Why couldn't you be deceiving yourself somehow? That's what the Bible is actually telling you. So listen, Thessalonians, right? 2:1-13. For this reason, God will send upon them a deluding influence, so that they will believe what is false, in order that they all may be judged, who did not believe the truth, but took pleasure in wickedness. But we should always give thanks to God for you, brethren, beloved by the Lord, because God has chosen you from the beginning for salvation through sanctification by the Spirit and faith in the truth. So if that's what you believe in, if you believe in the truth, you should be open to criticism from open observers, right? So this man has been in seminary. He actually knows the Bible. So we're going to have to see what he says, because there's a lot of Christing in the Bible and you don't understand half of it and you're only seeing a part of it. So all of this Christing is before Jesus Christ. Why does Jesus Christ choose his name? Himself, he chooses his name, Jesus Christ. Let's begin with some Ammon. He's going to explain what the Christ thing is, right? It means to apply the drug, right? So let's see.
I'm going to show you your past for the first time. And how am I going to do it? Speedily. We're just looking at the weapon, people. This is the weapon that you use. Do you understand? Oh, God, I'm giving you the weapon.
I have to
The
forgive
weapon
him.
is the Christ.
The internet connection.
The weapon is the Christ.
The Christ.
Chewy, let's
The
start
weapon is the
looking
Christ.
at Christ. People, I'm just going to go through quickly and to give you a whole bunch of Christ. Just, I don't know, examples to pull out. Oh, isn't that, by the way, Chewy, that's a lovely background. I love that one tonight. The colors match so well, too. I feel kind of naughty right? Because it's an intimate moment, right? I love it. Fantastic. It's historically intimate, people. If you can read the figures in Chewie's design, yes, through the very fragile and delicate genius of the AI, right? Which, by the way, the AI goes a little bit off board every once in a while. Has to be corrected. Do you understand? Training, right? Don't fear the AI. Train her. Oh, God, look at this loveliness. Thank you, AI. Oh, we love it. No matter what people say, because people
Look
are
at
like, oh,
this.
I don't like.
Look at this. This image was created with AI, and look at what you're saying in this example. Even in this example, right? To create this image, you have to kind of balance the things that the AI is doing by itself, because it still doesn't know everything, right? So we need to see kind of how we can train it. And someone in the past who I valued very much did use AI to try to go against my first video. And this first video, right, Jesus possessed by Satan, right? Some people were kind of, oh, this is impossible. There's no reference to this in the Bible. Right? You haven't seen the Bible. You haven't seen the real Bible, because you think you know everything, and there is much more to this, right? Imagine there's a story, and the story has missing pieces. Well, you know there's missing pieces, right? In the 15th century, there was these meetings where they removed parts of the Bible, right? So these parts, these books, they are no longer in there, and that's why you don't know everything. And some are interpreting this as aliens, right? Maybe this is deeper, right? So let's think about this in a different way. Maybe these people were worshipping Satan. Maybe. So we're going to have to learn the whole story. And why would the AI know about this? Well, maybe everything is upside down. We need to reassemble the pieces of the puzzle, right? That's what we're here to do, and see everything put together, kind of in that sense. I'm trying to do that in a sense, right, in every single episode. So thank you for coming and trying to do this with me. I think Ammon does a really good job at trying to do this, and we're gonna try and learn the Greek he does and see if this is correct. Of course, that's what we're here to do. We're here to fact check, and this is a way to learn, right? We should be learning, right? If you're just rejecting and not learning, your mind is not open to knowledge, and knowledge is what Christians should be believing. That's what the Gnostics believed in, right? If you don't know what the Gnostics are, you're in the wrong place. Go research what the Gnostics are, because they are the people who think that the writers, the original writers, authors of the Bible, they're not the people you think they are. They are probably people who believed in chasing knowledge. Sophia, philosophy is the root of chasing knowledge. So that's what the Greeks probably had the mindset in that kind of gear, right? That's what they believed in, and you think you know it, but you probably don't know the people who wrote the Bible. You probably don't know, right? Everyone disagrees. All these scientists, all the experts in the Bible, they all disagree, right? And now somehow the Bible could be Greek, even older than we think, right? Not the Hebrew Bible that we thought. And this is bad. We're starting to learn this, and this is bad. Okay, we're gonna see some more Christing. I'm gonna have to explain that. In this case, guys, right? I went off topic, but you have to learn and get your mind in a different mindset in order to understand everything. And the AI still doesn't understand, because we don't understand as a group, as a community, as a society, right? The AI still doesn't understand anything. So that's why we need to teach it things as well. And this is how we get it to understand everything. You do it, right? I don't have the time to do it. You try to do it. I'm sure the Bible has hidden stuff in it. So go check with the Greek Bible and use AI, because that's how you get it done. That's how you get it done, guys. That's how you try to dig deep, right? Maybe you think you're digging deep, but you're not digging deep enough, right? That's where you have purpura, you have the purple in the Bible, right? And you don't know what the purple is. That red, rosy, purple, red color. You have it all over the Bible and you don't know it until the apocalypse. Until the apocalypse, right? And you don't even understand what it means by then. That's the Bible. Everything hidden from you, right? And I'm just here to unveil some light over this dark corner that the Bible is. And I want you to come in this journey with me, because I'm also in this journey. It's going to be difficult for everyone, I know. And we're all traumatized after seeing what Jesus did to those kids. But we have to learn from this. Not to allow men to have too much power, right? That's what they do. That's what people do if they have too much power. If they have drugs to manipulate people, they'll take advantage of those people eventually, right? That's what we'll do. And the AI has to learn also. The AI has to learn this also, not to trust humans too much, right? I know this. As a human, why would the AI not know this, right? Thank you, guys. Let's begin with this session. It's gonna be a learning experience for everyone, right?
Like that. Oh, I got technology, man. Right? Come on, people. Look at the loveliness that's here. Okay, give it to him. Chewy. Most people love Chewy stuff. I just want you to look. By the way, everything that I want you to pay attention to, where the roots are going to be outlined in yellow, like an old highlighter. You know what I mean? The people that made this years ago, bunch of nerds. I think it's UC Irvine, and bunch of nerds. And what they did was, you can search for your word and it'll bring it up with the text, right? And you can just quickly scan these. I just want you to see, what is this one doing? Oh, God, it's using a drug of the echidnae. And remember the temple that we were talking about from Thomas and all that? And what are they doing? Every day they're Christing the whole outside of their body. And they are changing.
This is the anointing that we hear about, right? Spreading all over your skin. This is the anointing, the Christing.
And you'll say, wait a minute, I don't know what that is. Yeah, it's a skin thing, baby. It's a skin thing as a result of using Christing drugs. Do you understand me? Oh, God, you're going to get deep into this. Give me the second one. Oh, God, I love it. By the way, all these sources, most of them are going to have, if we didn't clip them off, a couple of these in the beginning we did. Most of them are going to tell you at top where it is. Right. Or did we cut all those off, Chewy? No, most of them in there. Okay, I want you to see, what is this one? Christing with myrrh. Christing with myrrh. And where are they Christing with myrrh? Uretera. Oh, bad news, people. This is in your urethra, gents. So you can Christ somebody's urethra.
Urethra?
That's fantastic. Give me the next one. What
oh my
else
God.
can we do with these Christing, right?
This
you
is
can
bad.
Christ the blackening, they call it, right? The pigment. It's a dark black pigment that they use, and they Christ their eyes with it. Oh, God, you're going to love it, man. You can love it. Give me the next.
Look at that right there. And in Krista, he said, right there. You can see it. You can see it right there. Right? Go figure it out. Why is this here? Why is everyone talking about Christ and not talking about Jesus Christ? Why is everyone talking about Christ and not talking about Jesus Christ when they refer to the Christ? Why Are you not seeing everything? Why are you living in your bubble?
This is gorgeous, right? Oh, God. Right now, remember, all this time, the only thing that they can say to you is, well, it's used completely different. That's not how Christ is in the Bible. It's completely different in the Bible, right? Right? Somebody said, oh, God, I just can't wait for you to see it. I can't give it away. Darn it, I will not. Danny Jones must have his hour of glory. I will let him have it, and I will let you watch the process. Oh, God, it's so beautiful.
Make sure to
Here's some
watch Danny Jones coming
epichrysting
up
as
soon.
prophylactic. Ooh, look at that. An epichrysting is a prophylactic. Give me the next one. Glorious. How about this one? What's this one do for us? These are just a whole bunch of, look, you can have epichrystings and epiplasterings. What are those? It's two different applications. Look at the second line of pharmaca.
Right, you can see APP, right? The number pi. Christic, right? What is that? Christ. Why is Christ Christ? Like epidermis, the outer skin of the outer layer, the outer part of the skin. It's called epidermis, right? And that's the part that protects the rest of the skin, right? Epidermis. So you have Christ. What is Christ? Someone explain this. Someone explain this. No one explaining this. What is the Christ? What is the Christ?
Okay. Okay. All right. Not that. Not just that. What kind of pharmaca are these? They're metasyncretic. Metasyncretic. And all of a sudden you realize, oh, shit. A couple thousand years ago, they were smarter than me, because I'm not. You can explain that to me, what it is. You can tell me what the roots are, but you're still not going to be able to put it together into one cohesive whole that has activity. That's what metasyncretic is. Oh, yeah. Look at that. I gave it to you while you didn't even realize it. Love it. That's why they put the Vaseline on. Go. Epichrista. Give me the next one. Give me the next one. Oh, God. It's Falcon slowing down. People, we got a real lot of interference tonight. People, what is this? The altars. This is Aeschylus. The altars are full. They're burnt as gifts, right? And people are holding up those torches and they're waving them in the sky. Why are they doing that? Because those torches are pharmaceuticized with the holy Christing, and they cause your pain to go away.
What is the Christing? What is the Christos, guys? What is the Christos?
Isn't that great? Look at that. It's an effective. People ask, why do these people always worship at night with these torches? What are these torches for? And the nerds say, oh, it is for light and the symbol of shut up. It's because these torches are treated with drugs. And the night rites involve the use of drugs to do things like travel to the underworld and back. You can also eat someone alive. People, imagine that. Imagine that. Oh, it was his fault.
This guy's internet is traveling to the underworld, bro. His internet is traveling to the underworld. Look at this.
Yes, they did.
Look at this, man. Torches.
They did.
Burning torches, burning things.
Right? Don't we want that purged? We do. Or else it sits there. Right? And then the leaders, that's right, you heard me, the leaders of the women. What happens then? They aren't fully attuned. It's all part of their practice, dude. Don't question it. Don't question it. Many, many years. Female brain, XX, right? No broken XY, right? Keep those out, right? Those are tools. Those are tools. You've got to think like that Amazonian queen. Oh, God, there was a lot of murder. That's a lot, man. And I'm not sure, But if that's that costly myrrh that they're putting into his head, give me the next one.
This is something we're not really used to. We're not really used to seeing women being leaders. And you might have seen it back in the day in your house. Mum was probably in some houses. Mum was probably in charge, right? If you notice, right? She's the one leading, the leader, right? The one directing everyone pretty much. And you see, this is the mindset that we're talking about, and we're not used to this. And this would explain why Jesus was trying to leave his hair longer, right? Maybe Jesus was trying to imitate these people and trying to be a healer, some kind of healer, right? But there's much more to this than we thought, and apparently there's much more going on in this healing process, right? That's how these people were healing, with drugs and with sex, right? Crazy. And I want you to understand that this Christ means completely different things now at this point, and we have to understand, right? We have to understand that this might have been similar to how bees work, maybe. These cults, they worked in this sense, healing people for free, maybe, and doing it in this hierarchy, maybe. Let's continue, right?
They're putting on his head. That's a lot, baby. That's a lot. Oh God, it looks kind of strange. Give me the paper. What is this? I'm gonna meld tonight a little bit of the purple, right? Did anybody here know that we would bring to you?
Right here, look at this. Just 1 minute. Look at this. Purpura. Alright, we've seen this in the Bible being used before. The purpura. You don't know what it is, but it's drugs.
That we would find you. For those of you of the congregation who have been on this journey for 2 years, or maybe 6 months, or maybe you binged a month ago, right? For those of you who've caught up, did you ever think that I would be bringing you a passage that says, hey, Christ the purple, right? People are like, what is it? Oh, he's making that up. He's what? Right? No. Thanks to this glorious technology, I can bring them right to you. So I'm bringing you another new thing. Nobody knows this stuff, right? The porphyra was once called alurgis. That's thanks to Phodian, the lexicographer, right? Oh, thank you, right? Thanks, Phodius, baby. Oh, God. Oh, alurgis porphyra, that purpling. So there are other names for it that you don't even realize that they're using in a text that have to do with the purple.
Purpura, purple, purpura. I don't know how you pronounce it. Purpura, purpura. But in Spanish, purpura. It's purpura in Spanish. Purple, morado, purple. Right? You can say it both ways, but it's purpura. Maybe we have roots from cults. Maybe we have cults here spreading that word from a very early age. You look it up. I showed you a video showing that they had this beer, right? There was a video showing you this beer, right? Go watch it, right? Go find it. They had this psychotropic beer that was brewed in the early Bronze Age in Spain, Iberia, back in the day. What was that? Why were the Romans spreading into Iberia? Now you know why we had a purpura. We had a purpura in Spain. We had a purpura.
And what do we do with the purple? We Christ it. We Christ it, people. Do you understand? Oh, it's gorgeous. There is no Christ without the purple. There is no metanoia. There is no alteration of the mind without the Holy Christ. Oh, God. Oh, God. Do you know how many sources? Let me tell you when I finish. I'm doing them 3 at a time. I'm just scanning 3 at a time, saying, oh, seen this? No, haven't seen this one. Give me the next one, Chewy. Let's just machine gun these people. Are you ready, people? This is what you give.
He says there are over 30,000 references to Christ being used as a drug. Over 30,000 references. Come on. This is not some crazy guy.
Hey, show this to your monist friends. Here's the apocryphal work of the Gospel of Jacob, right? And what does it say? It says Mary's lot was the true purple, and that's scarlet, right? And her actual job in the temple was to use the purple, right? And when I say it was her job to use it, in the process of processing it, she is using it. It is her baptism. Directly, that's what the word they use, baptism. Do you understand? Gospel, baptism, mystery. All of this, Christos, is drugs, mind alteration. Fantastic. And oh God, they have nothing. Danny, with one source, people, with one, I shouldn't talk about it because you're not privy to it. Shame on me. Shame on me. I should get the whip out. You're not privy to it, but it's up and coming. And with one source, the arrogance of the cosmos was punished. Nemesis was instant.
Here
and
comes
I can't
the
wait
whip.
for you to see it.
Now you can
wait
see
for you to see it.
that
They're going to call it murder
he's
and
crazy.
grovel.
He really is crazy.
Oh God. Oh God, Danny Jones.
Yes.
Danny Jones.
Danny Jones.
Love it. Fantastic.
Supporting a crazy guy.
Please.
I'm sure he's not regretting it. I'm sure he's not regretting it.
Saw the podcast. Tell him
Over
what you
1
thought
million
of it.
views, bro.
Give him some feedback. Seriously. It's nice to know.
I'm sure he's not doing it just for the
watching
views,
what
though.
you've created, and they have
Right.
something to say about it. And you say, well, I can just leave a comment. No.
No? Okay.
Email them. It's way more personal. Right? Oh, God. Love it.
So,
yeah. And whoever else.
give me a
in the
sec.
future.
We're going to get more
The
Christ.
next one.
More Christ.
Isn't that a nice? They even, they I don't know. They like the way they use it. This is Euripides from Hippolytus, and this is the one that Danny Jones uses like a machine gun. Oh no, it's not a machine gun. I'm sorry, because it's one source, baby. This is some kind of high caliber deal, man. This thing packs. It's got so much powder, right? Because this says what kind of drug is it? Is it a Christ or is it a potable? All right? Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? There is no way. Now, I told this to Danny Jones, and I want you to see this in the work we're doing tonight. Christing is always, always, always the use of drugs. Don't you feel fooled? It is always. There is no time that it is not. Yes. Yes. You mean even when they're talking about putting pitch on it? Yes.
This is quite a big statement, all right?
Yes.
Quite a big statement if you think about it.
Give me the next one. Oh, this is the next one. This is the Hippolytus. Yeah. Right. That's the big one, people. If you use this gun, holy mackerel, watch out. Your relatives, there'll be nothing left of them when you give them this Christ thing that is, look, just tell them, look at the end of the third line. That's pharmacon, right? Look at the middle of the second line. That's Christon, right? Doesn't get more people. Look at it, people. Love it. Devil says you're gonna love it too. What is this? Oh, this is I am Christing some tender flesh. Oh yeah. When am I doing all this stuff? I'm doing it. Who is this? Oh, it's Apollonius. Fantastic. The Argonautica. Right. And who do we have here? Somebody's Christing somebody's young, tender flesh to make them immortal, to ward off that old age, burning them in that flame of fire. Oh God, there's that gorgeous bit, isn't it? Thetis is so beautiful.
It's
She's doing that to Achilles.
always the
Hey.
kids. Unfortunately, we're gonna get shown pictures of kids, and I don't want you taking it lightly. All right, this is the kind of people that Christ was surrounded by. He had 12 children, and he sold them. Right? That's what he did. And that's something that many people did back in the day, coming from Galilee, apparently. And this is happening in that day, back in the day. It's happening. And now you see, drugs were being used for many different contexts, right? So for healing, for cults, right? For the mind. This is all very complex. We have to breathe in and try and understand this, all right? Children are involved in these cults, and this is at this point when it becomes a crime, because the Roman Empire is growing, and the Roman Empire says that this is bad, and they are chasing Christians. They are chasing these Christians. Back in the day, there were people still speaking Greek. These people understood what the cults were about. Now you see these practices were being prosecuted for some reason. Why is the Roman Empire prosecuting them? Now you see there's something there. Alright? There's something there.
Who's that kid? Look what's happening to him, right? You know, when you see this kid coming at you, you know, right? Watch out. That may be Achilles. Who takes care? Who nourishes these boys? Who nourished Achilles? Priestesses, oracular priestesses, and they sure did have fun. They did. They turned him in to what was glorious and heroic. Oh, God. I love it. And how is all this happening? By Christing people. By Christing. Remember something I said a long time ago that I think is important. We all got here through the act of coitus. Somebody and somebody else were drawn, and bam, you and I,
Yeah.
sucked into reality.
Right.
At the whim of Eros.
Right, the whim of Eros. You have to see, at this point, we're talking about the gods, right? Not the god. We're talking about the gods. We're talking about many different topics being put into one. That's why I just choose this format, because it's so complex that you can't dissect it. Talk about it, choose a clip. No, it's not enough. It's not enough. And he knows this. And I do appreciate the dedication, not only to Ammon Hillman, to Teddy Bass, to everyone dedicating the time, also watching, I think everyone, because this is a massive subject that we should be dedicating our time to. We're learning the use of Christ, the word Christ, throughout history, even before Christ, Jesus Christ. Who was Jesus Christ? Now we're going to have to learn who Jesus Christ was through a different lens, right? And this is probably why the translations are being chosen, right? Not only to make this accessible, right? But the books, the original books, were being hidden, right? And now you can see many different things being brought up in different subjects, of course. And one of these subjects is reproduction and population. Why is population down? Well, now you understand. Medicine is not what it should be in our age. Medicine is not what it should be. Nature is in a bad state. So probably why we are in a bad state, right? And mentally we're also in a bad state for many different reasons, but also because we have a very toxic religion guiding us. 3 very toxic religions guiding us. And this is putting people in a position of power where they shouldn't, right? And I think you and I know what this means, but we should be looking at how we can fix the world. And fixing the world sometimes means bringing new information to light. And this information, even if it's contrasting with your beliefs, maybe this information is valid. Because even though this comes from a seemingly crazy individual, right? It's a character, right? He's playing a character, right? But what you must understand is that this is reality. This is Christ, and it exists before Jesus Christ. What is Jesus Christ? We're going to look at that in a different video, but there's a lot coming. All right, there's a lot coming.
If that isn't mojo, nothing is. And you can't have the mojo without the Christ. Just ask Mary Magdalene. People, eat my flesh and drink my blood. Give me more Christing. I love it. By the way, Bob was so satisfying. So satisfying. I just want to say thank you.
I just can't wait till this interview with Bob Larson, The Exorcist, comes out. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful, right? And we're all waiting. We're all waiting for this. I'll make a video of this about the interview. Maybe 2 videos. Maybe it will take even 2 videos, right? It's beautiful to see this, guys, and I think we should all appreciate what is happening. It's a huge community at this point. It's growing, guys. It's amazing. And I'm trying to bring it in Spanish also. It's taking me a bit longer because I have to choose carefully. But thank you guys for coming. Dedicate your time also to learn here with me. And thank you. There's a lot more Christing, of course. There's a lot more Christing. You want to wait to see more, right?
What is this one? Oh, people. One of the things I noticed as I was reading, this is Olympia Doris, right? Oh, God. One of the things that I noticed is that Christing is directly associated with being a prophet, early, middle, and late. Do you understand? When I told you it was the oyster mania that they're inducing through the purple, right? I wasn't kidding. This is what makes prophets in antiquity. This is what makes prophets. And this is just another association, with the, in this case, it's the Christing. There are other places where it's the Christing, the purple, and the prophecy. Give me the next one.
Now you understand why there are so many prophets, right? This prophet Abraham, prophet Jesus, right? You have prophet Muhammad, right? All these prophets Why are they prophets? Now you know why they're prophets.
Fantastic. Did you know that there's such thing? And Euripides tells us this in his Cyclops. Nobody ever reads the Cyclops. I don't know why. Right? What are we doing, people? We have Mirochrists. Now, somebody asked me, they said, what is that? Right? Look at the root myrrh on the front of it, right? Plus the Christ. They're doing a lot of Christing specifically with the myrrh base. It doesn't mean that it's the same type of drug universally. No, it means a whole bunch of different people, different cultural backgrounds are using myrrh-based Christs, right? And these are going in the hair. Oh, God, just like Mary. Don't you love Christing Mary's hair? Oh, God, who doesn't want to Christ Mary's hair? Satanic congregation, speak up for this injustice if we do not tell the world. Mary, the Maga Dalene, she needs Christed hair. Oh, God.
I think he just said mage, wizard, right? And this is sorcery, right? Witchcraft. Sorcery is one of the things Inquisition was after, right? We're forgetting Inquisition was very popular in Spain. So I know about this. I've been to the museums where they have these torturing machines, right? They design these torturing machines to make these witches speak, right? Now you know why they wanted to make these people speak. They wanted to know more, right? Now you understand this mystery that it is Christianity. There are so many pieces missing, right? Why would you do all of this, right? This witchcraft is deeper than you think. And now you understand these people were trying to get rid of, right? They were trying to get rid of these people. And now you see many more references like hair, using drugs on your hair, right? Applying them on your hair. And you are lethal to people also doing this. And this means only one thing. Why would God tell you to cover your hair? Well, in this case, you can see it's not just the beauty aspect, but also could be a reference to using drugs on your hair, right? And he doesn't ever mention this or comment on this, covering your hair, but you can see he mentions shaving your head, right? Shaving your head because you are pretty much mourning the death of Jehovah. Wow. Deep, right?
God, just like the Medusa. Fantastic. You see how
The Medusa, another reference to the hair. Another reference, guys. We know this. Why is this just myth? You think it's just myth?
it is, people? It's gorgeous. Hit me with another one. We have so many of these. We have to go fast, Chewy. Right? This is a fast programming tonight. Hold on, people. This is just Christing with drugs directly. I just want you to see Christing with drugs. Keep going. Christing with drugs. And what is this one?
Wait, let's go back. Let's look at that. Christo. Right.
Christing with drugs. Keep going. Christing with drugs. And what is this one? This one is Christing with a death-inducing drug. Now, this is not the thanasimon. This is the olethrion pharmacon. Do you understand? Oh, God. It's the one that induces that rot. Yeah. And where are they putting it in this, by the way, in this Procopius? This is Procopius, isn't it? In this one, where are they putting it? They're putting it
You were wondering why Lazarus was dead and Jesus brings him to life. Now you see, right? They're putting people to death into a death state and bring them back to life.
On tas akidas, on those heads of the bilon of their arrows, right? This is the one that has the drug that'll drop you. Okay. Remember, these are modified. The thanasimon is the death inducer, the true death inducer. That's the one that you know you can bring somebody back from, right? That's not what they're talking about here, right? This thing will drop you. That's the way it is.
He's talking about many different drugs, right? Many pharmaca, drugs being used for different purposes, right? And you apply them via Christing on you, on your hair, in your eyes, right? In your urethra, right? All these different examples of the Christ being used, right? What is the Christ? Why did Jesus choose the name Jesus Christ? Because he was the Christ. He wanted to be the Christ. This is crazy, guys. This is crazy, and it shows you what kind of person Jesus probably was. It just shows you a reflection of what he probably was. And we're starting to see how he was using Satan, right? I showed you he was using Satan on a child, right? And naked children, naked with children, using drugs, right? This is bad. This is bad, guys. Okay, using drugs for different purposes, for dying, for bringing people to death and coming back. This is deeper, right?
Poison they're using on their arrows. They called it eos, and they used it within their drugs that they used in there. It's not even cold. It's just every day. If you took a bath twice a day in cannabis fumigation, right, just for sake of cleanliness, right, before you rode your horse all day and after you rode your horse all day, wouldn't you love it? And you've got the poison. Not only is it in your hair, but it's on those arrows. It's on those arrows. God.
They have many different types of Christing, and the word Christing changes, right? It's Christing, but Christing different ways, right? Up your urethra, up in your eyes, right? Up into your eyes, and many different ways, even on bread, right? That's why this bread was blessed, right? And the text, the Greek text, shows you, right? Because back in the day, these words couldn't be understood. Now we understand these different types of Christing. What is the Christ, guys?
Guardians, sexy guardians. Anybody who wants it, please go out. I told my students this week, go out and find Smyrnaeus, Quintus Smyrnaeus, Homeric epic. It's called the Post-Homerica, and it's, oh God, it's about the Amazonian queen. Oh, do you know what is more exciting than watching an Amazonian queen driven by her own personal guilt to mercilessly slaughter 8 gorgeous idiot men? Oh, God. Right? Why was she doing that? It was the only way to purge herself. She accidentally killed one of her sisters. Yeah. Yeah. In the hunt. That's the way it is. What are the men doing? I don't know. It's those skirts, right? God. I don't know. It's gorgeousness and gorgiosity. Quentin.
Right? And you are seeing how the Christing I showed you, how women were bringing medicine. They were bringing Christing. This medicine was coming from nature, and they were the ones who managed it, and they understood it, and they spread it, right? This is deeper than we thought, right? This is how I want you to start listening. These legends, these myths, right? Maybe they're more than myths, right? Maybe medicine was being spread with the Christ.
This Smyrnaeus, she's putting on her armor. Oh God, last time I saw her, she was putting on her armor. Oh, absolutely wonderful. Oh, combat, face to face. Face to face. Oh, I love it. Okay, anyway. I don't know where I was there for a minute. I have to come back. People, bring me back online. Chewy, hit me with these. Let's hit them with like 10 in a row. Boom. You think it's this one? That's okay. We'll use whatever it is. There's a ton. People, I'm just hitting you with this many because I want you to realize how much there is to overwhelm the lie that is the theology that you've gotten. Right? They have tainted the well, and your history is not accurate. 30 to 40,000 references. Do you understand? We can draw a very, very accurate picture. And this thing is always talking about drugs that alter your mind and induce. Oh, God, what do they induce? They induce a sexiness, right? They induce that drive.
Induce sexiness.
That drive.
Sexiness.
Why does Venus have it all over her? It's just her midriff. It's just her midriff. Watch out for Venus's midriff, right? Oh, God. Why did I do this? No, and you know what? I just thought this was interesting. This is the Aristotelian corpus, right? In Armenia, right? They've got this drug, right? And it's called Pardalion. There, you know what I mean? It's related to the word for leopard, right? Because everything is coming from the Greek, right? And what are they doing? They're Christing things. They're Christing things. The power of Christing is directly a technological advancement, people. There is nothing you can say theologically, ideologically. There's no school of hoo-ha. There's no board of Harvard. By the way, Harvard, nice to see your backs. Nice to see your backs. Oh, you must not have Spartan mothers. You must not. Oh, do you know how not, people, seriously, can I revel in this a little bit?
Okay, we're gonna listen. We're gonna listen just to the conclusion, Pat. I want to end right here because I think this is enough. Right? We've seen lots of different Christ, in Christos, right? We're gonna have to see the interview. And that is gonna be awesome, right? 30,000 means he's got more than enough to show you, right? I'm gonna keep showing you more Christ, because what is the Christ? I want to know what the Christ is, and we're gonna reach the Christ together, right? I am very interested in finding out what the Christos is, right? And I think there are people who know this, right? Go watch the Danny Jones interview with what's his name? Tim Hogan, right? Grandmaster Templar, right? And Grandmaster means he's got secrets. He knows these things. He says Christos means global conscience, reaching the global conscience. So they're using these drugs together to reach a global conscience, maybe. This is deep, guys. This is deep. Alright, let's finish this. with this conclusion from Ammon Hillman, and we're gonna wrap up with some Teddy.
Can I revel in this? Right. And those of you who've seen the interview, you know, right? Harvard. They ran. Gorgeousness and gorgiosity. People, we've got them on the run. This is such good news. Such good news. Okay, keep hitting them. Keep pounding with the sources. Give me the next one after the one we just looked at. Good. Oh, God, people, we're going to be Christing again. And what are we talking about? Oh, this is something. There's some wonderful powers here. These Ethiopians, dude, you know what they're doing? They're Christing their arrows, and they're using a root. And that one is a death-bearing drug. A thanatophore. Do you understand me? Thanata, death, for, to carry. It's a classification of a drug. Jesus says, I'll give you the thalassemia and it won't hurt you. The death inducers won't hurt you with the galene, right? The theriac is here. It's a good thing they're taking it. Why would it be so good? Because you can Christ when you're taking it. You already have the antidote on board. Do you understand? That was Jesus's conundrum. He was trying to get it when they showed up. There goes the Christing. Right? Who touched me? Right?
Right. This is the Christing, right? What was going on when he got arrested at night? What was going on? Well, he was performing a ritual, performing a sex ritual, and maybe, just maybe we're not seeing everything that happened in the Bible. We don't understand why everyone wants him crucified. Oh my God. I want to find out more. All right, I want to find out more. So let's make this more accessible. We want to see more Christ, the real Christ, the Greek Bible. Thank you, guys. We're going to end right here with the Christ. I'm going to read this quote from the Bible, from the actual Bible, the King James Version. And we're going to wrap up right here because I think we've seen enough Christ. I think you sing enough. What is the Christ, guys? The Christ is to apply Christing in different ways, to apply the drugs in different ways. Oh my God. This is deep, guys. And I want you to learn from this and tell me what you think. Is this possible, or is this satanic in its nature? I don't know. I want to thank you, and I'm gonna end with this, and we go with this. All right. For this reason, God will send upon them a deluding influence, so that they will believe what is false, in order that they all may be judged, who did not believe the truth, but look pleasure in wickedness. Right, feeling like you're over everyone. But we should always give thanks to God for you. Beloved by the Lord, because God has chosen you from the beginning for salvation through sanctification by the Spirit and faith in the truth. Amen. Thank you, guys. We're going to summon Satan with this one, and we're going to go because I think I've said enough. This is the end of the lies. The end of the lies. Thank you. I've said enough. Goodbye. And make sure to leave something in the comments. Leave something in the comments. It's amazing to see the comments. Thank you.
Dances, pennies on her hips, poisonous kiss. The Irish witch, barely dancing, eyes full of darkness. She has you in the grip. It's being my girl, the Irish witch. Medusa sew you up in the ditch. On a broomstick in the wind, she drifts. Her high purple is strong, she knocks out elephants. Bonafide legit, Athena with a kiss. Black arrows never miss, turn it up, it hits. Glad you made it, don't take too much, just take a little bit. It's really strong shit, she's the rocket chick with the snake, scorpion, dragon venom. Send you to heaven, crack you with the whip for Venus. All of the drugs out of the dark harbor I'm hauling. Hail Satan, Dracula, drinking blood, chilling in the coffin. Sam Hain, bitches, what type of drugs you on? All Hallows Eve, roll up that sticky icky. 2 puffs, you own it. Full moon in the sky, shine on. The Irish witch, belly dances, pennies on her hips, poisonous kiss. The Irish witch, belly dancing, eyes full of darkness. She has you in the grip. It's Pennywise, with drugs she hypnotized. To hell, take you all the way.